Alrighty. Let's see here. Is my mic on? Mic test 1 2 1 2. Alright, let's see. I don't know like anything about this game, so I don't know what type of gameplay it is, what type of I don't know anything about it, so we'll be discovering things together. I've heard it's made by the same people that made Stanley Parable, which, if that means anything, that's real. It's real good. It doesn't seem to be showing up on my monitor, so let's see if we can capture a specific window and then capture the beginner's guide. Does that work? Yeah, okay, cool. Closed captioning, full captions, yes. Keyboard mouse. I think this should all be good. Actually, video. Display mode, windowed. Apply. You know, window, borderless window, that's better, yeah. Okay. Chapter select. How long is this? What? Okay. I guess we should start then. If it has chapters, it's going to be real long. Make sure audio's on. My audio is on. Okay, so W is WASD and left mouse. Cool. Interesting.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide.
Of course.
My name is Davey Reed. I wrote the Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
And while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff. And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction.
All right.
I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike.
Wow.
You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just
this is pretty cool.
Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Oh, we can jump.
But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves.
It's just grass.
I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Oh, interesting.
So,
okay.
It's 2008.
That's pretty cool.
Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this is just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
Oh.
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda.
Of course.
So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction.
All right,
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Whoa. White box. Okay. This is very short. This is either very short or very tall. Oh, I have a gun.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay, so it's a shooter. Does it have a reload or anything? Nope, it's just a shooter. Jeez. I might have to end stream a little bit early. But I'll get through this one and then...
Security call reached.
You know what, we'll speed run and then I'll have to end stream because something just came up.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Oh yeah, there it is.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin shift evacuation.
Oh. I guess there were supposed to be enemies here and then...
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this road.
Yeah. It's just a box. Oh, it's
apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, cool. What if I want to go back?
Or, if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that.
No, fair enough. This is from the guy that made Stanley Parable. I'm sure he would have thought of that. Oh, hey, I made it back, I think. I think this is the entrance. Isn't it? No. Okay. Well, at this point... At this point, it's going to be a bit more difficult for me to find my way back. I think it's this way. No. Is it this way? I sure hope so. No. Okay. Maybe this way. This way looks promising. Yeah, okay. We made it.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay. Let's see here.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
My body?
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives. Would you do it? Could you give yourself?
This is the greatest plan.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh, nothing? You just crashes and you go back? Oh, no, you get sent up. Oh.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
I might need to end stream now. Go to menu. But does that... Okay, yeah. So, that was the start of the beginning, the beginner's guide. I unfortunately was not able to finish it, but because something came up, I do need to go. So, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by.